Before we start writing any code in this course, let me show you the tool we'll be using for everything. It is Google Colab. This is free cloud-based coding environment from Google that lets you write your Python directly in your browser. No installation, no setup, no headaches. Let me walk you through it. Just visit googlecolab.research.com. Google Colab is short for collaboratory. It's basically a Jupyter notebook that runs in cloud on Google server. That means the code you write doesn't run on your laptop, it runs on Google's machine. This is a massive advantage, especially if you're working with limited hardware. Here's what makes it perfect for the course. It's completely free, no subscription needed. It comes pre-installed with Python, TensorFlow, PyTorch, NumPy, Pandas, scikit-learn, and almost every major library we'll use. You get free access to GPUs and even TPUs for training machine learning models. That means you can train deep learning models without owning an expensive graphic card. Everything saves automatically to your Google Drive, so you never lose your work. All you need is a Google account and an internet connection. That's it. To get started, open your browser and go to collaboresearch.google.com. You'll see a welcome page with options to create a new notebook or open an existing notebook. Click the new notebook and you'll get a fresh empty coding environment. At the top, you'll find a title that says untitled 0.ipynb. Click on that to rename your notebook. Rename your notebook to something meaningful like week 1 Python basic.ipynb. Your notebook is automatically saved to OneDrive, to a folder called Colab Notebook inside your Google Drive. You can see it's saved. You can find all your notebooks here anytime. Colab notebooks are made up of cells. There are two types of cells, a code cell and a text cell. To create a code cell, come below the previous cell and click code. It creates a code cells. Code cells are where you write and run your Python code. You'll see a gray box with a play button on the left. Type your code inside, hit the play button or press Shift Enter to run it, and the code runs immediately. The output appears right below the cell. For example, output area below the cell. We can run it. It prints Hello Google Colab. Text cells are for notes, explanation, and documentation. They use Markdown formatting, so you can add headings, bullet points, bold text, and even images. Double-click a text cell to edit it and click away to render it. So to add a text cell, look below the previous cell and click a text. The right shows you the sample of how your text output comes out. The left is where you put your text code. This is for bold text. Partition lines. You can look at the output on the right to see results. You can add another subheading with triple hash. Add bullet points. Look at how it comes out on the right. What else can you add? You can also add a code example. Wait a little word and look at it, shows you the code example. You can also rearrange cells by using the arrow key at the top right to move up and move down. I can move this up. I can also move this down. I can move the code cells down. I can move the code cell up. You can delete a cell by using the trash icon here or using Ctrl+MD. Then more cells action. You can copy a cell. You can copy link to a cell. Can cut, copy, delete, add a comment to a cell, open editor settings, and so on and so forth. You can clear the output. For example, this is the Python output of this code. I can clear the output by just clicking the 3 button icon and do clear output. You see, it shows you this thing after. I can also rerun it to get my output back. You can choose to use this format, or you can choose to use the basic buttons at the top for bolding and for bullet points and other formatting. See, it bolds. Let's move this down a bit and talk about running code and managing the runtime. When you run a cell, Colab connects you to a virtual machine in the cloud. This is called runtime. Think of it as a temporary computer that Google lends you. Few important things about runtime: it's temporary. This is your runtime. If you close the tab or leave it idle for too long, about 90 minutes, the runtime disconnects and all your variables and data in the memory are lost. Your notebook file is safe in your Google Drive there because it's saved in Drive. But you need to rerun your cells when you come back. And also, let me clear the output. You can also just hit Shift Enter to run your cell and automatically create a new cell. The runtime menu at the top lets us restart the runtime and run all cells at once, or change the hardware accelerator. You can restart session and run focus cell. The current cell you click, you can clear the output like this. The current cell you click is the focus cell, and you can run it. It runs only this cell. Changing hardware, click runtime, then change runtime type. Here you can switch from CPU to GPU or TPU. For machine learning and deep learning exercise, switch to GPU. It makes training significantly faster. T for GPU. You can switch there. You can switch to other specifications. Most libraries you need are already installed, but you need something extra. You can install it directly inside a code cell using pip. So you add a code cell and take it to the top. How import format looks is pip is told you. The exclamation mark at the beginning is important. It tells Colab to treat this line as a terminal command instead of a Python code. You see us do this throughout this course when we need libraries like test, blob, and etc. Remember, since the runtime is temporary, you need to reinstall these extra libraries each time you start a new session. You often need to work with data sets. There are few ways to handle files in Colab. Upload directly from your computer. You can import file modules from Colab built-in tools. This opens a file picker dialog so you can upload files from your computer. When I run it, it shows me the file picker dialog. You choose the file from your computer. I can open anyone from my computer. I can cancel upload. Method 2 is downloading from the internet using widget. I create another cell and type. Remember, the exclamation mark tells Colab to treat it as a terminal. So I type widget. Download a file from URL directly into Colab's temporary storage. And run it. It downloads the file, but this is just a temporary link, and that's it will work. Method 3 is connect to Google Drive to access files stored there. So you create a code cell. You type from this, imports the drive module from Colab too. This mounts your entire Google Drive so you can access files like a regular folder. And when you run it, it will ask you for permission and it says connect to drive. Verify your Google account and click yes, and you click the number and boom, it's connected. Continue. Select what you want to access, photo, access, and continue. It loads. Boom, you've mounted your Google Drive. After mounting the drive, files are available at Content Drive My Drive. That's everything you need to know to start using Google Colab. It's free, it's powerful, and it removes the hardware barrier completely. Every exercise and project in this course was built and tested in Colab, so you can follow along no matter what laptop you are using. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon to get notified when a new video is out. See you in the next video.